My STEM Fair final project. My name is William McKinley IV, and today's date is May 14, 2021. Firstly, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to listen to my computer science STEM Fair project. My project will be a comparison of code regarding a ping pong game that I helped create during my junior year of high school, and code I have been able to not only create but master and build upon during my senior year of high school. I used a graphical language and platform by the name of Scratch to help me create the code that will help the ping pong game operate. In addition, I used a platform by the name of Adhesive, which helps individuals strengthen their coding without the assistance of coding blocks. Why did I choose it? I chose these two aspects of my STEM Fair project because I know that I am more than capable enough to elaborate upon my coding. The goal of the ping pong game is to successfully beat the AI. This game uses functions to present the user with the game of 2D ping pong. The game will continuously get harder as you score. The game is a one-player game that allows you to try to get the ping pong past the enemy paddle and into their goal. Fortunately, there is no problem to be solved. The ping pong game targets people of all ages who simply like ping pong. There are many coding features that will that help make up the ping pong game, such as a start button, 2 paddles, enemy and winning paddle, and many more. This is the ping pong game MockUp, as you can see. So here we have the user paddle that will not let the enemy paddle win. Over here, we have the ping pong that the user will be playing with. The color will change and so will the size. This is simply the score, the user versus the enemy. This is the enemy paddle here that will be competing against the user paddle. This one will progressively grow in size and speed. This is some code that explains how the speed of the ball increases. The following explanation of the code you see will help you understand how the speed of the ball increases when the user is competing against the enemy paddle during level 1. This code is for the user's paddle. It allows the user to move the paddle up when touching the W key or the up arrow, and down when touching the S key or down arrow. The speed of the ping pong increases every time it touches either the user's paddle or the enemy paddle. The user's score will start to accumulate as they score, if they can score. This here is a demonstration of my first project, so feel free to click on it and listen to the explanation more in depth. Oops, sorry. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. A detailed synopsis of the second project. I was tasked with completing a multi-file program which represents a game using a spinnable game wheel, a bit like the one seen on the show Wheel of Fortune. Next slide, which you already seen because I didn't mean to click on that. I wrote a method in 3rd class named game, which can also be used to play a game. For those of you all who are not familiar with Wheel of Fortune, this is Wheel of Fortune right here, and that's Wheel of Fortune as well. These are screenshots of my code that you can see that help basically put together the wheel that spins and lights up and all this other stuff. So that is the code. I put snippets of it here. Comparison of projects. Although both of these projects were totally different from one another, to begin, using my mind to accomplish the task that I was given is a highly important aspect that was used to complete and compare both of my projects. Both of my projects require user interaction to complete, multiple coding features, and knowledge within certain brackets of coding. The strength of this project consists of having prior knowledge when it comes to coding and bringing multiple snippets together to make something from nothing. I communicated with my computer science teacher, Mr. Christie, when I needed help understanding a material that I did not understand. Fortunately, the only problem I ran into was trying to compare the two projects as they are very different from one another. However, I did manage to push through and come up with spectacular information. My reflection on my coding career at Tech. The most important things I have learned coding would be patience. Without patience, coding would not be something anybody would be able to do due to coding requiring a lot of double checking and steps. My greatest strengths would be communication and collaboration. My greatest area of improvement will be making time to thoroughly read through all of my code so that it will run smoothly and properly for my STEM Fair project. The most challenging moment of my presentation was converting my videos over so that they could play in my presentation. I will use what I learned during my presentations to help strengthen my presentation skills, public speaking, and enhancing my self-accountability. Thank you all for listening to my end of the year STEM Fair project.